This class, I want to tell you some example of IIoT, example of Industrial Internet of Things. So before giving an example of Industrial Internet of Things, I feel you should have some idea about industrial communication, and you should know something about IoT. So industrial communication and IoT. These are the two things you should know before understanding the concepts of Industrial Internet of Things. So, what about industrial communication? In industry, there are mainly four things. First is various sensors. The second one is PLC. The third one is SCADA. And the final one is ERP like SAP. The PLC is connected to various sensors and it is bidirectional communication. PLC is again connected to SCADA. This is again bidirectional communication, and the SCADA is also connected to SAP. One more thing is there, that is HMI, human machine interface, that is also connected to SCADA system. The database is kept inside the SCADA. So in every part of the whole system there are communications, and each communication has a protocol. Now this communication between the sensor and PLC has its own protocol. This protocol may be HART protocol, HART, or it may be field bus. It may be field bus protocols like this. The protocol between this PLC and SCADA, it may be OPC, it may be Modbus, and it may be BACnet. And there are various protocols also. And the communication between the SCADA and HMI are mainly TCP/IP or UDP/IP. In most cases, we use TCP/IP. The communication between SAP and SCADA is also TCP/IP. So this is all about industrial communication. This is all about industrial communication. One more thing you need to know is about IoT, that is Internet of Things. See, various persons give various concepts of IoT, various definitions of IoT. But what I feel about IoT is basically the main concept of IoT is to get data from remote devices. So remote devices or to control the remote node. So I can tell remote node control. Okay. So these two things are done with the help of IoT. So I can give you an example. Let us consider a pressure transducer. So for example, a pressure transmitter PT. This is kept at a distance of 10 km from the control room. Okay. Now it is very difficult for cable laying. Cable laying is very difficult because it is costly. So in this case, what we can do is we can connect some GSM modem with this pressure transmitter. We can put one more controller near the PLC, and the controller can be connected to one more GSM modem, and these two GSM modems can communicate with the communication of ISP, Internet Service Provider, like BSNL or any other thing, Airtel or maybe anything. So this is a way we can communicate between this pressure transmitter and the controller. Now the responsibility of the controller is to generate 4 to 20 milliamp signal which can be connected with the PLC. See, without this wireless communication, we can connect the pressure transmitter to the PLC with 2-wire configuration or 3-wire configuration. So these are wired communication. Now we have connected the pressure transmitter with the controller first with the help of GSM modems, and the job of the controller is to generate 4 to 20 milliampere signals, and the controller is connected to the PLC through wire. It may be 3-wire or it may be 2 wires. Therefore, this GSM communication, understanding this GSM communication and writing the program circuit design so that the controller can generate 4 to 20 milliampere signals which can be connected to the PLC. These walls are the part of Internet of Things. There are various other concepts of Internet of Things like database design, HMI designing, etc. So this is a very typical example of Internet of Things, and these examples are connected with industrial communication. So what is IIoT basically? Now we can understand about IIoT, Industrial Internet of Things. So IIoT is basically about solving industrial communication problem with the help of various communication protocols. So nowadays MQTT and COAP are commonly used protocol in industry. So now I want to give you a very simple example of how this IIoT works. Okay, so let us consider a temperature transmitter TT. Okay, and on actuator, it may be a motor operated valve. Okay, so this temperature transmitter is connected to a GSM modem. The actuator is also connected to a GSM modem, and these are field side. So this is the control room. Inside control room, there is one more GSM modem which is connected to a controller. Let us consider this controller as Arduino Uno. And this is connected to a microcomputer. Let us consider this microcontroller as Raspberry Pi, which is further connected to a server, maybe a Unix server, where there are database, and I can consider this database as MySQL database and some web server, Apache web server. And inside the Raspberry Pi, we have installed Python programming. Python. Okay. So we'll consider this Arduino Uno along with this modem as gateway module, and this temperature transmitters is a node. I can tell this as node 1, and this actuator along with this GSM modem is node 2. So what's our goal? Our goal is to control this actuator from the HMI which is installed in this server. Okay, as well as we should be able to see the data of the temperature transmitter in this server, in the HMI on the server. So solving this problem is a problem of IIoT, Industrial Internet of Things. So what we should do here, we should write here some program in C language, in Python, in PHP, etc. And we can design the whole system. And we can design the whole system very easily. We can solve the problem. Okay. Here, this GSM modem is connected to a controller also. The job of the controller is to get the data from the temperature transmitter and to give it to the GSM modem. The modem sends the data to the server. Again, this once from the HMI, we execute command. The HMI send the command to the Raspberry Pi, which is connected to this Arduino. Arduino send this command to the GSM modem, which is the gateway, and through the communication, ISP communication, it reaches to the GSM modem here, and the GSM modem send the command to Arduino. There is one more Arduino here. Send the command to this Arduino, and this Arduino again send this command to this actuator. So this thing can be actuator open command or actuator close command, and so on. So this is the very basic thing I have told. The very basic of Industrial Internet of Things, very basic examples. So everything will be discussed later. Thank you for watching.